Awez, and today we're reacting to An Eye for an Eye, Bitter Rivals by Media Gang Bros. And revenge is a scary thing, I'll be honest with you, dog. Because when somebody does you wrong, you really want to get that nigga back, you know what I'm saying? You really want to do the worst to him. But then you realize that, hey, you do the worst to this person, and then maybe you take it too far, and then his family is going to be like, whoa, they're gonna get you, and then your family's gonna be like, "What? You doing this to my family?" And get them, and it goes them, and then it goes them. It's like that Naruto thing. It's like, bro, revenge is just an endless cycle, bro. So, without further ado, comment, like, subscribe. Let's start.
This video dives deep into the deadly feud between two rival gangs whose leaders were not just enemies but arch rivals. Both men were laid down just a month apart in a wave of brutal street violence. In February of 2025, Timothy Damati Jafta, an alleged leader of the Americans gang in Parkwood, was shot and laid down in front of his home. Then just weeks later, in March, Tazwell, believed to be one of the leaders of the Six Bob gang in Grassy Park, was also taken out in cold blood. Now in this video, we break down the chain of events behind both assassinations and the deadly rivalry that lit the fuse. Grassy Park, deep in the heart of the Cape Flats, is claimed by several deadly gangs. Among
So, for the people that's in Cape Town right now, is it like, I know it's a stupid question to ask, is it that bad, right? But like, you know how a lot of like places get a lot of news coverage and all those things, but when you'll go, like, people from Cape Town come to Joburg or go to Durban, do you all feel like Joburg is much more safer or Durban is much more safer than your own home city or home province, or is it just like, different day, different, same thing, different faces? You know what I'm saying? How bad is it really? You know what I'm saying? But you might probably be biased. But for the unbiased members, unbiased Owens, like, tell me, how bad is it?
them are the infamous Americans, the mongrels, and the breakaway groups from the mongrels like the Dog Pound, the Eurocats, the Junkie Funky Kids, and the feared Six Bob gang. Now the Six Bob, reportedly led by Desmond Schwartz and his older brother Alfonso Schwartz. Now since 2015, this gang has been on a violent mission to take over Cape Town's underworld. They've been taking out rivals, seizing territory to flood the streets with their own work. Their grip has spread beyond Grassy Park into other areas of the Cape Flats, including crime hotspots like Hanover Park. The Six Bob gang are known for stealing cars and pulling off drive-bys without hesitation. Their rapid rise and brutal tactics have made them one of the most feared forces on the streets. One of their biggest enemies in the areas of Grassy Park, Lotus River, and Parkwood is the Americans gang. Now in Parkwood, one of their key leaders of the Americans was a man named Timothy Damati Jafta, a feared figure.
Hold up. I do know the American gang, right? It's one of the oldest gangs that I think. I'm not quite sure, bro. Like, I don't know much about like Cape Town gangs, but I do know the American gangs. What else? There was this other gang, man. I forgot it, bro. But yeah, I do know them because like, what's this? They got their what you call this? We should watch a documentary about them, or just the gangs in Cape Town. But they got they name from America, like seriously America. They even used the American flag. The reason for this is because, well, the colored people, they were like, black people are being treated so similar to colored people, and then they just adopted all these styles and basically that. I'm not quite sure, bro. Seriously, we should really watch one of them. But yeah, but it is one of the most dangerous. One of the most
and a
dangerous.
long-time rival.
Hold up, sorry. One of the most dangerous gangs in Cape Town. Definitely one of the most dangerous. Did that change? I don't know. With this video, we'll see.
An alleged six-bob leader known as Dali or Tazwell. Damati wasn't just a street boss, he was also a high-ranking member of the notorious 26 prison gang. He earned his stripes behind bars after being sentenced to 9 years at the high-security Ebongweni Simex prison in Kokstad for hijacking and armed robbery. Once inside, he joined the numbers, and through force, strategy, and fear, he climbed the ranks. By the time he walked out, many believed he had become one of the top commanders for the Americans gang in Parkwood. On the outside, Damati ran the streets, pushing dope and commanding fear. Not long after he got out, his house was raided by police. His sister was arrested for dope possession, but everyone knew the dope belonged to Damati. But the streets really started.
Hold up, let me just fix up this camera real quick. Pausing it now because I don't want to fix it up and then miss anything that's being like said in there. Just give me like 5 minutes. Yeah, how y'all doing today, guys? I mean, Owens. Why am I saying guys? Because I know there's ladies in here. You know what I'm saying? So how you doing, Owens? I'm good. I am very good. So yeah, let's carry on with the video.
Talking after a brutal incident involving his niece. Now one day, Damati's niece was robbed and assaulted, not by an enemy, but by Dino Khan, a member of the same Americans gang. Now according to reports, when Damati heard about it, he told her niece to report the attack to the police. But in reality, Damati wanted revenge. Just 2 days after the robbery, Khan was laid down in broad daylight on the streets of Parkwood. Everyone knew Damati likely gave the order, but no one was willing to tell the police a word. When questioned, Damati gave a different version of the story. He said Khan had robbed and hurt his niece, and that later that day, Khan had gotten into a fight with another American gang, a Fiat 27 prison gang affiliate known as Awez. Now according to Damati, Awez took matters into his own hands and killed Khan 2 days later. He added that Awez had done work for the 27's gang before, so he wasn't someone to be crossed. Whether the story is true or not, one thing is certain: Damati got away.
Oh yeah, and the 27 gangs, 27 gang is basically the hitters of the numbers gang. So if somebody has worked for the 27 gangs and they are a respected hitter in there, just know that these are the type of people that you probably send special forces for, because that's how they move. I'm not trying to glaze or anything, but their reputation does speak volumes.
With it, and in Parkwood, no one was going to snitch on him. It was a quiet night on Feb of 2025 around 11:30 p.m. when Timothy Damati Jafta was parked outside his home in Wheeler Road in Parkwood. He was sitting in his Toyota RAV4 with the male passenger while a woman stood next to them outside the car. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a blue car pulled up next to them and chaos exploded. Gunmen opened fire, spraying the RAV4 with bullets. They used hammers and Uzis, hitting the vehicle in a storm of gunfire, but they weren't done. The shooters jumped out the car and walked right up to Damati, finishing off the job at close range. They wanted to make sure that he didn't survive. Damati was hit 20 times, and his passenger and the woman nearby were also hit, but somehow they survived. Word on the street spread fast. Whispers blamed the six-bob gang from Grassy Park for the assassination.
Hold up, where is he getting all these images, bro? because at first I thought it was like, AI generated, but I don't think AI is moving like that. But wherever he's getting these generated pictures, what I'm saying generated, but these stock videos, bro, keep it up. Just keep it up. It's cool. It's fire.
It was said to have been payback, a long-awaited hit in an ongoing gang war. Now, not long after the hit, the police locked onto 3 suspected members of the 6 Bobs, believed to have been behind Damati's hit. Now, investigators tracked the suspects across Hanover Park, eventually locating them at a guest house in Weinberg, where they had met up with a woman. But what happened next raised even more red flags. The suspects were spotted at a storage facility where they loaded boxes and
These ones right here. Do you all think this is like what's this is AI or what? Cause it feels like AI, but it's so good though. Like if it's AI, I wouldn't be mad. In fact, plug me on some good AI like generators, because I really need to like up my thumbnails. Thumbnails are ass, guys. My thumbnails are ass. I'm surprised that you even clicked on this video, because my thumbnails are ass for real. I need to like perfect that.
them to Laguna Court. That's when the officers realized something big was going down. The police stormed the council flat at Laguna Court and found one of the 3 suspects of the 6 Bob gang members armed with a rifle. The discovery led them straight back to the storage unit, and what they uncovered was interesting. Inside was a massive dope stash, a ton of weed, coke, dick, and other illegal substances. But it didn't stop there. The gang was also producing fake liquor and had printing machines, likely used for counterfeiting labels and packaging. The rifle they found, it had been stolen from Renderbush East, confirming the operation was far more deeper than anyone expected. Now all 3 suspects linked to the 6 Bob gang were arrested and taken in by police. The case is still ongoing, but in the streets, one name kept surfacing.
I mean, this is why I really wanna I won't say I wanna stop drinking liquor, but I wanna slow down, bro, because like you don't know these days if you're drinking the actual thing or if you're drinking whatever it is. So it's like, is it really worth it anymore? Just get a buzz, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not advocating for people to drink liquor, and I'm not advocating for people to stop liquor, because anything I advocate for when it comes to liquor would be me being a hypocrite. I ain't gonna lie to you. But man, I'm questioning why should I even carry on drinking anymore, bro. I really am questioning it. But the taste is amazing for me. So I'm here for the taste. I'm not here for the buzz. So maybe just like buy those non-alcoholic things. And for all the kids that are listening here, close your ears. Liquor is bad for you. Don't ever drink ever in your life. It will only lead to problems.
Dali, Damati's long-time rival and powerful 6 Bob leader. Now many believed he might have ordered the hit on Damati, but nothing had ever been confirmed. In March of 2025, a month after Damati was laid down, Dali was driving from the M5 into Grassy Park. As he approached the traffic lights at Victoria Road and Klipfontein Road, a man jumped out of a VW Polo while the robots were red and opened fire through the driver's window. Now Dali tried to flee. He stumbled out of the car and fell on the streets right outside KFC before collapsing. By the time the police and emergency services arrived, he was already dead. In a haunting twist, the spot where Dali was laid down is right next to the cemetery where Damati was buried just a month earlier. Now days later, police arrested a suspect believed to be the shooter, but it's not clear if the shooter is part of the Americans or if this was a revenge hit for Damati. No one knows for sure, but one thing is clear: the war between the 6 Bobs and the Americans is far from over. The dope trade and the illusion of easy money have trapped countless young men in the Western Cape in a vicious cycle of violence, prison, and death. And once you are in deep, getting out isn't simple. You are bound by a chain of revenge and a bloody loyalty to a lifestyle that offers nothing but pain and destruction. On the streets, everyone is a pawn, used, discarded, and forgotten. And in the end, the only ones who truly win are the ones in power. The system, the government, and the rest, they are just casualties of a game they never even created.
Fire video. Fire video. I mean, media bros, all this. Media gang bros. All this comes up with good quality shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Revenge is crazy, bro. And like at the end of the day, though, like sometimes, bro, revenge is tempting, though. You know what I'm saying? It's tempting. In certain situations, bro, it's mad tempting. But that's why like I stay away from things that would make me want to get in that level of mindset. You know what I'm saying? I just stay away from them. I don't entertain them and I don't abide by them. Sometimes, and for those reasons, sometimes I might even think like, bro, I was weak for letting him go. You know what I'm saying? I was weak for letting that slide. But at the end of the day, though, could I say the same if I actually slide? You know what I'm saying? I actually did something. Could I still be making videos for y'all? Could I still be at my mother's house? You know what I'm saying? Have clothes on my back. Hopefully going to uni next year. You know, if this YouTube thing doesn't work out. Or would I be in jail, in the trunk? You know what I'm saying? Joining a gang. Or worse. Questions. But either way, thank you for watching the rest of the video. Thank you for chilling with your own. Comment, like, subscribe. And until next time, I've been the Lost Owen.